All right. All right. Everyone, how you guys doing?
Yo, yo, yo.
We're gonna start in a few. So chill. Chill.
Share the podcast around.
All right.
Leave your
Please.
comments.
Yes. Yes.
Tonight I
Yes.
have been I'm gonna bring up a little theory that I have. I've been dwelling on this for quite some time.
Mm.
Um, if y'all don't know by now, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, and I don't believe in coincidences. I'm 31 years old. I never believe in coincidences. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I was talking to a good friend of mine earlier today, and I brought up my theory, and he said it's a stretch, but the way you said it, that shit makes all the sense in the world. So later on tonight in the show, I'm gonna bring up the theory, and this I want to see what y'all think.
Yo,
Siggy the Beast, what it
Hey Ziggy,
do?
what's up?
yeah, that.
I'm sorry. I'm
As our
sorry,
boy
man.
over there hacking away.
Uh, hi y'all. What's up? I'm
What's
up here
good, man?
coughing
What's
my
up,
ass
Matthew?
off. I
What's
need
up,
some
Corey?
water. I need some like fucking water. Hey Corey, what's up, Matt? Hey, what's going on? Yeah, y'all. I'm kind of recovering from this cold that y'all seen me Sunday. Sunday I was a wreck, like dead ass. But I was able to come on the show though, but I'm in
Yeah.
better spirits now, so we're good. Um so as you can see, Kid USA cannot join us tonight. He'll be on tomorrow. He actually has a show tonight, so he is unable to come on. He did send his regards.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, tonight. Okay, so matter of fact, Ziggy, I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Put the link out
Okay.
when like how you did last week. Yeah, put the link out
So
so
last
we can.
week I put it on Twitch.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's what that was. That was all my um Twitch community that
Is
came
there
through.
any way that you could link your Twitch over to us?
I had to add all that in pre-stream, so maybe tomorrow we can have it ready.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because that Twitch was
What
was
what they
was
want,
juking.
what they asked us to do from Twitch, they want us to make a hashtag Hills for Life Twitch channel.
Whoa. For
They
real?
literally asked when are we coming back to
Oh
Twitch,
wow.
straight up.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
Wow.
Okay.
That's huge.
Hellhand, all those guys that came in,
Mm.
they asking when is Chris, when is Kid USA, and we heard about Nappy. When are these guys coming back?
That's huge.
Okay.
That's
Because
you.
to
I'm
be
telling you,
honest,
bruh.
I'm gonna just
They
say
want us, man.
there's really no one doing this on Twitch. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm on Twitch a lot. I got a couple boys, a couple people that I work with. They're gamers, and
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
during lunch we talk about
Yeah.
just everyday life. I brought up my podcast, they brought up their podcast where they go live gaming, talking about games and stuff, and I'm like, all right, dope. And even they told me that there's nobody really talking about wrestling on Twitch. He's like, it's a bunch of girls just doing random sexy shit.
Yeah. Hot
A
tub
bunch of
streams.
gamers like me, he said, just sitting there playing video games. He goes, but let me tell you, there's a huge following with wrestling. I said, well, of
Mm.
course. So that's huge, man. That's huge. It's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like
Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now.
facts.
I'm going to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring up the stream yards real quick. Okay. Because I
Mm-hmm.
know a couple y'all wanted to come on tonight and talk about this. So, all right. So, if you do want to come on, and it's for everyone, that I just forwarded this to YouTube, to our homepage. If you guys want to come on, all you gotta do is just come on, talk with us. This is
Let's
a
chop
group
it up.
discussion that we really need to really touch on, because remember Super Wednesday, maybe a month ago, we were talking about Bray Wyatt might be next, and then a
Super
month later,
Saturday hit.
here we are on this
Super
fucking Saturday on the 31st, before fucking August 1st. That's some bullshit. That is really some bullshit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start. Share the podcast and let's go.
Yep.
I'm gonna love that fucking
Let's go.
catchphrase. Oh.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Let's go.
Hashtag Heels for Life. Let's go.
Let's go.
What's going on, everyone? This is hashtag Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. This is not episode 155. This is our special breaking news. Hashtag Heels for Life, because this is hot. This is some high ass news. As a matter of fact, it's so huge. We have to come on here and talk about this tonight. So,
Had to.
but before we start, I'm one of your hosts, Mr. T. Briggy.
Nappy Boy.
Ziggy the Beast.
So I did put out the matter of fact, I think I can pull it back up. Let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So what you guys can do, if y'all want to come on here, I'm putting the link up right now. I'm hoping it comes up on my screen. Or Ziggy, is there a possibility that you could like
Yeah, what you need?
I need you to excuse me. I need you to see if you can pin that comment that I just put up.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So let's talk. So about it's funny because in WCC Brawl, I was actually doing a promo against this man over here. Okay. So me and him is currently in the storyline right now.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, sport, right. So I was doing the promo and I was doing all of my editing or whatever. And the next thing I know, I see something go across my screen saying Bray Wyatt has been released. So you know when you see some news like that, you don't really you look at it, but then you don't really pay attention to it.
You got to do
That's
research
how
of your
I
own.
was. Yeah, it's just like it has to absorb first. So then my DMs start blowing the fuck up. I'm like, what, bro? What the fuck is going on? So then my boy Flint from Chicago hit me up.
Shout out
So
Flint.
I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on? He was like, Chris, can I talk to you? I said, no, because I'm busy right now. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you later. Click. And then the next thing I know, I get like 20 messages back to back. Chris, do you know what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. Everything is being tagged to hashtag Kills for Life. And I'm just like, it is just crazy. So, so yes, Bray Wyatt from the WWE, aka The Fiend, has been released. This is shocking because there are levels to this release, this latest release. This is a major superstar that has been in the WWE for God knows how long.
12.
12 years.
Husky Harris.
12.
Husky Harris, yes.
And
he was
Nexus days, bruh. Nexus days.
Yes. And this is
Damn.
I think this is who
This is shocking for me because his best friend died not too long ago. And I know, unfortunately, just like my co-host Chris and possibly Ziggy too, we know how that feels when we lose a loved one, when we lose a best friend, when we lose a brother in arms. And I personally have lost my brother 11 years ago. And it's unfortunate that it doesn't go away dealing with the pain and everything. You grow to, I don't want to say deal with it, but you kind of do grow to just like, all right, my boy is gone. It fucking sucks. It hurts, but he's gone. It's still new for Bray Wyatt. So he did what he thought was best for him and his family, especially him. And he took time off for mental health. That's what bothers me.
Right.
That's what bothers me about this release is that this man got fired during a hard time. Yeah, like the man got fired during a hard time that he's trying to cope with and deal with and get his shit together. That's what doesn't really sit well with me. But at the same time, it's not shocking because it is WWE and Vince McMahon. Two things real quick I do want to say about Bray that you can almost 125% guarantee is one, WWE fucked up with this one, huge.
Oh,
and the second most important thing is no matter where this man goes, it doesn't matter if he goes to AEW, TNA, New Japan, if he goes to fucking Joe Blow's Federation, he is going to reinvent himself and make a name for himself as he's done multiple fucking times in the WWE. So it's unfortunate though.
But I think more than anything, the way he was fired, like you said before, Ziggy and Nappy, that he was going through a tough time. But if you like to kind of take out the layers with this release, let's talk about Alexa Bliss. Let's kind of talk about that real quick because Alexa Bliss, her transformation came from Bray Wyatt's character. And a lot of people are blaming her, which I'm trying to figure out why.
Not sure if you guys know. I read this literally right before Chris sent me the link for to jump in. She made her Twitter private because of the bashing and slandering she's been getting all day. That's bullshit.
I didn't think, but you know what? I didn't think that they were going to go that far and blame her because she is a victim in all of this as well. She's a victim, but because collateral damage, that's basically what it is. And the way fans is looking at it, it's like you took Bray Wyatt's his
Fiend gimmick.
Exactly. You took his creation, you put it into another bottle, and then you got rid of the original.
She put a twist on it.
Yeah.
That's
don't get me wrong. I love it, but you cannot outdo the original. You just
and it's supposed to be a complementary to the Fiend, not a replacement of the Fiend.
That's what she was.
It's supposed to be a 1-2 punch or deal, like a Joker Harley Quinn type thing.
Exactly.
It wasn't supposed to be okay, we getting rid of Joker and it's going to just be Harley Quinn now. It's like
because that
they
wouldn't
both
even
work
make any
together.
Sense. Yeah.
Right.
That wouldn't even make any sense. And then we're gonna have it in our head. Okay, so is Bray Wyatt ever going to get his revenge? Because the last time we seen Bray Wyatt was at WrestleMania, and we still don't know, like, why did they break up? Why did Alexa Bliss bleed to death? You know, why did
all
she
the
have her
black
period?
blood. Yeah.
Yeah, like, why did she have her black period? It wasn't Black Friday, so I'm like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck? What was good?
What's
You
good, Derek?
know? I mean,
Oh
shit.
man, what's up, D?
But the whole thing was, yeah, like Josh said, like, she was supposed to be Sister Abigail, okay, but they gave her another name. I don't know. She's supposed to be Alexa Bliss. I mean, I don't know what the fuck to really call
It was
her.
still calling her Alexa Bliss. But yeah, I want to blame her, man. She was, like Ziggy said, she was a complimentary to the Fiend. I'm not gonna put one over the other just for the mere fact that they balanced each other out.
That's all it was.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Fiend. I'm sorry, the Fiend wasn't over Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss wasn't over the Fiend. They balanced. They were each other's yin and yang. Like that's what I saw with those two, and it was working, and it worked. But see, Vince does what Vince does, and he always breaks up a good fucking thing. Right when the rubber meets the road, and shit's rolling, and there's no hiccups, there's no speed bumps, there's no nothing. Everything's going smooth. We see what we saw at WrestleMania, and then unfortunately, they released the man, so we can't even get an explanation on why.
And I think that's where everyone is upset about, because it's like you got rid of Bray Wyatt and there's no explanation. There was an explanation.
Cuts. The fuck out of here.
And
that's super bullshit.
I think that is fucking bullshit, because number one, this is $1 billion company that, you know, fans is always talking about, always being joyous about. Oh, the WWE makes so much money. Oh my God, they're the number one brand. Stuff. You know, I'm like, how the fuck can you be the number one brand and yet you gonna get rid of your merch maker, but yet you gonna bring some old ass motherfucker called Goldberg for SummerSlam? How does that work?
You want to talk about budget cuts? You get rid of Goldberg. You get rid of Eva Marie. I'm sorry. Ever since that broad came in, we've lost a lot of good people.
Bro, I told you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I told you. And I told Eric. I told Eric, but Eric was too busy. He was too busy getting an erection after, you know, looking after that dry ass puss. But at the same time, I tried to tell motherfuckers, you cannot tell me that this bitch is gonna come back with something different after 5 fucking years. Like, what? If she was trash back then, she's gonna be trash now. I'm gonna
touch on that a little bit later on, brother.
You did not do shit in the fucking indies. How the fuck you supposed to convince me that you have done something different?
We was trying to tell our boy Nappy that he didn't want to listen.
Hey, I didn't want to listen until now.
Chris,
I didn't want to listen until now, y'all. Look, I'm man enough to admit when I was wrong. And I was fucking wrong.
Give her a chance. We never know. Brian Kendrick trained her, and I was like,
he fucked her. I don't care what nobody say.
The man plan.
He was the man with the plan.
Yep.
Had that sweet pussy in his hand. No, let me stop.
Exactly. But also there's some other things that we're uncovering about this whole Bray Wyatt situation. So not only Bray Wyatt did not know none of this shit, he found out, like the whole world found out, that he got released.
And then he got a phone call from, hey Bray, how you doing there, bud?
Bro,
the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, because Mark Carano's gone, huh?
But see, this is what pisses me off with Vince McMahon. I get it. Look, when you're an owner, you're not going to want to call every single person that got let go. I get that, right? I get that. But when you let go of somebody like Bray Wyatt, like Aleister Black, you as a businessman, should call those who made you fucking money. And I'm sorry, Bray Wyatt made this man money with every fucking thing that he had done when he reinvented himself 2 fucking times. Made that man money in merchandise and everything else under the sun. And you couldn't give him a call and say, look, brother, this is what we're doing. Or even if you didn't want him back, look, man, this isn't personal. It's just business. But at least give that man the benefit of the doubt. Give that man the respect and call him. Don't get one of your fucking lackeys to call them. That is another thing that's bullshit. But it's Vince McMahon. What can we say?
What? Okay, so reading the comments. Let's see.
I will say this though, Bray Wyatt leading the Dark Order in his brother's name. When I mentioned that today over the phone, immediate goosebumps came upon me.
So Jaquez said that Bray Wyatt had the highest sold merch for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yep. With
all
the belts, the backpack, all that fiend shit.
The
dude.
Belts, the masks, the backpacks,
the lantern. Yeah. Come on, man.
That ugly ass belt.
Yep.
That ugly ass belt, but motherfuckers was buying the shit out of it.
I know. Especially Timmy. Timmy bought that damn belt. He is such a fanatic. I swear to God, he is. Corey Francis, he said he wants to ask a question. So, guys, let's go. If you guys want to come on here, the link is right there.
Yep,
so
I'm dropping the link again just to make sure.
Click that link and come on in.
Yep, and just come on in because this is an open discussion. So yes, the lantern alone was $3,000. Wow,
this is y'all's chance to debate Nappy Boy, Mr. Team Bring It.
Since my number one debater isn't here with us tonight.
Yes. Because we really need to talk about this tonight. Because this is like go ahead.
No. I was gonna ask, do y'all want me to bring up my theory now, or you want me to wait a little bit towards the end?
You can bring it up now because we ain't doing nothing.
All right, so I'm going to stress this throughout the time that I'm going to talk. This is all speculation. I'm not claiming to be Dave Metzler, and I just got off the phone with Tony Khan himself, and this is straight from the press.
Uncle
blah,
Dave
blah,
and
blah.
Uncle Dave and Nephew Nap?
No, sir. No, sir.
Nappy?
Nephew Nap. No, sir. But, again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the show, I am 31 years of age, and I have never ever in my life said there is such thing as a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm going to circle back from the very beginning before AEW was ever a thing. This is what I think. We all agree when there's rich people, there's certain spots or clubs, if you will, that rich people go to. We all heard of the $1 Million Club, right? Where millionaires go, they chop it up amongst each other and, maybe get in business with each other, shoot out for ping pong ideas and shit, right? Have we all heard of shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
so
Good Boys Club.
Right. So I think one day, once upon a time, Vince McMahon was at this little fucking club, and there was a young, eager entrepreneur in the making named Tony Khan, who saw Vince McMahon, goes up to Vince, starts chopping it up. Look, I love what you've been doing for so many years, blah, 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 blah. I got an idea. I would love to work for you, blah, 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 blah. Vince stops him in his track and says, nah. What I think you should do, I think you should open up your own promotion. Tony goes, I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't get it. I think to this day, Tony Khan and Vince McMahon is secretly partners together, and all of this shit is a huge ass fucking work. Hear me out before y'all start blowing the comments up and saying I'm fucking nuts, because everything I'm about to say is going to make proper sense. Vince McMahon is a billionaire. We can all agree on that. Anybody his age with the bank account that he has, he should be at home chilling, right? He should be enjoying his wealth. Do we agree on this?
Mm-hmm.
So, for years, we all say and said Triple H should be running WWE, right? We all speculated it. We never had full, hardcore, 100% proof that he could, until a very special night where people couldn't make it to SmackDown Live. Vince McMahon gets Triple H. Look, man, I need you to run SmackDown Live. I need you to do it. And he did it within hours, little to nothing. And he fucking killed it. He killed it. The ratings were through the roof. People were fucking engaged. People were talking about the greatest episode of SmackDown in history. Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
So why? Right? Because if you ask me, if you ask Ziggy, if you ask Chris, if you ask 1,000 people who should be in control of WWE other than Vince, I guarantee 999, because there's always going to be that one asshole, 999 people will tell you Paul Triple H Levesque should be running WWE. But he's not, because Vince McMahon doesn't believe in him. And that's the question mark why all of this came about. So he doesn't believe in him. Vince McMahon wants to get the fuck out the business, but his ego is too fucking big for him to say, y'all, I'm tired mentally, physically, and emotionally. I'm stepping away. His ego can't allow him to do that. So what does he do? He gives the keys to a young Tony Khan and says, this is what you do. You have questions? Call me, text me, email me. You have me 24/7, 365.
Mm-hmm.
This is the reason why I say this. NXT superstars, what happened? They fucking pop. They're a huge household name in NXT. They go to the roster, they get buried. Then what happens? Andrade, AEW. Aleister Black, AEW. Daniel Bryan, supposedly AEW. Do I need to keep going on? They keep getting let go for budget cuts. Why? Vince is sabotaging the business so he can use the excuse of the better man won. Goosebumps.
What about
for
Chris
the second
Jericho?
time today.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What about Chris Jericho?
Chris Jericho
Is he a double agent? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because I guess he did let him come back and do the interview with Stone Cold.
And what I didn't even fucking think of that. And why? Right now, what is happening right now? Everyone is saying, there's probably going to be something in the comments because Steven, who I was talking to, said, yeah, but what is WWE getting out of it? WWE is getting clout right now because what are we doing right now? We're talking about WWE. WWE wins, but we're still talking about them. So WWE wins in that way while AEW is winning by getting the talent. Look, Vince McMahon signed all of these big deal contracts, right? And then all of a sudden started letting everybody go. Not because he can't afford them, but because he wanted to bring up the smoke and mirrors. I signed too many people. I got to let them go. Where did majority of those people go to? AEW. Why? AEW needs to get hotter. AEW is about to start a second show. They need to be popping.
But okay, I've heard. Okay, all right.
Come on,
all right.
Ask me the questions. Ask me the questions.
What you said, and then I'm gonna bring on Antoine in a minute. So
yes,
what you saying is that that is a long stretch.
It is a stretch.
I mean, that is
does it not make sense though? But does it not make
Not
sense?
really, because number one, why the
come
fuck?
on.
No. Okay, this is where I'm coming from.
Nah, go
Number
for it. Yeah.
one, why in the fuck would I want to deal with a senile nigga like Vince McMahon, even though he has been in the business for God knows 50 years, 60 years? I don't know. He's he got that death becomes a potion. But all I'm saying is that I'm sorry, but I can't work with Vince McMahon. The way he's doing shit now, it's like he's self-sabotaging the fucking the same company that he built. Like, but why would Tony Khan work with Vince McMahon like secretly? I mean, because dude, that's
easy.
Huge.
That's an easy question. Why would you not? If you wanted to start your own promotion, right? You're gonna want to ask questions from the most successful person. Yes or no?
That's why you got Chris Jericho, right?
So at this $1 million club, when Tony Khan sees Vince McMahon, he starts picking his brain. And then that's what gives Vince the idea, because again, we all know Vince has an ego. He is not going to retire. He's going to either A, die in that chair or die on the way to a show. He's not going to.
But why would he give his potential competition?
That's the thing. He never was competition. They met before he started AEW.
But I'm saying
Vince gave Tony the idea. Open this promotion. Start a promotion. Name it whatever you want to name it. Bring whoever you want to bring on. You want Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho just told me he's thinking about going elsewhere. Grab Chris Jericho. While you're at it, grab Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley doesn't like what we're doing over at WWE. I don't believe in coincidences, Chris. There's not a coincidence that 2 days before today, Vince made a smart mark. Okay, this is where his senile age is coming into play, and they're doing what Hansel and Gretel did, bro. They're leaving crumbs behind mistakenly. Okay, Vince 2 days ago said, and I quote, "What do they need me to give them? More talent?" What happened today? They literally fucking handed Bray Wyatt to AEW on a silver fucking platter. That's not a coincidence.
So Steven said this. He said, bro, he already gave you the explanation. He purposely sabotaging the company only to make Tony, I guess, look better and eventually sell it to Tony.
Because they're partners.
Okay, let's bring on some people real quick. Like, I'm sorry, that shit does not make. Hold on.
Does it not make sense?
Sorry.
No, that don't make no sense.
That makes no sense at all.
Gosh.
Can I interject too?
Maybe because I'm drinking. I don't know.
I want to say this real quick. So, are you basically saying that Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Bucks are pawns in this game?
I'm not saying they're pawns. They were all doing their thing elsewhere. Some of them were in New Japan. Some of them were in ROH.
You just hit the nail on the head. You forgot the X Factor, which was New Japan Pro Wrestling. Now let's go back to Jericho.
Go ahead.
You said Jericho, right? Jericho never intended. If you listen to Jericho, if you listen to his interview, he never intended to sign with AEW.
What he said.
No, listen. All he wanted to do was wrestle in New Japan. He did not get the idea of wrestling at AEW until he got into New Japan Pro Wrestling. You know what I'm saying? If Vince knew that AEW was a real thing, you really think he would have let Cody go like that? He let Cody go the burn. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know they was gonna go to New Japan and talk about starting up the Elite and AEW, All Elite Wrestling over there in New Japan, because that's where it came from, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
But what I'm saying is, what I said was that Vince and Tony planned this before AEW was a thing.
But and there's another thing you have to bring up too.
Go ahead.
Who said Vince is making up the final decisions right now? Because right now, the WWE network is in charge. NBC got that. We don't know what NBC's making the calls right now. We don't know if Fox is making the calls right now.
I heard NBC only has a contract for the network for 2 years.
Oh, so they give that up after 2 years?
It was a 2-year $1 billion contract, so they don't really
get
have.
That back after 2 years?
I don't know unless they resign or whatever the case might be.
So it's gonna be like the Joe Rogan podcast. They Spotify gives it back after the contract's up. I don't know.
So
what about Fox? You know what I'm saying?
Fox, I think, was another 4-5 year contract, maybe. I'm not sure on that one.
But like I said,
but it wasn't like something definite though.
I'm not saying that what Nappy is saying doesn't make sense.
Like I said, it's a long stretch, bro.
It's a long stretch.
Yeah.
But we do have those, the Illuminati, in the background, controlling the strings. You know what I'm saying? So, we do have that.
Okay, I got another question though. All right. We already know that he's all right. He let go Daniel Bryan, or whatever his name is. And so we already found last week that AEW signed those two. I'm trying to get tickets to New York right now because I heard Daniel Bryan is supposed
to. Which two? You talking about Punk and Bryan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Allegedly fulfilled. I think it's pretty determined that they signed Bryan.
Let's say it's pretty determined. Vince was so desperate. He was about to sign Braun Strowman back. He's supposed to sign him back this week. So why would you let go Bray Wyatt if you're trying to re-sign Braun Strowman?
Listen to what I'm saying. It does make sense. Listen to what I'm saying. Vince and Tony are in business together. Tony's making money for what he's doing in AEW. Okay. Vince is making money for what Tony's doing in AEW. So it's a partnership.
So Bray Wyatt just got released. You think they can sign Braun Strowman now?
Absolutely.
No. Did you see his IG post?
Yeah, because he was.
Son,
Braun Strowman said, "I'm waiting for you."
I did see it.
The band is getting back together, so he's gonna go where Bray Wyatt's at. So,
Nappy,
and that's if he goes to AEW.
What's up? Yeah, I want to see if you where this whole Vince and Tone thing you're going with this. Are you kind of saying this was like back in the day when Vince was kind of low key helping Paul Heyman in ECW, like when they were trying to get some of them over?
Sort of. But to a different degree, because like I mentioned, Vince McMahon, come on, y'all. We haven't known Vince. We've known Vince through stories and through TV, but we know this man's got an ego the size fucking bigger than the size of the universe. It's not, his ego isn't going to allow him to retire. So what better way than to have somebody that you trust, that you're in business with, signed contract. You got to do XYZ. You can't do XYZ. Start a promotion and fuck me over so I can get the fuck out the business.
I mean, why
would he do that?
Because he doesn't want to fucking come out and say, I'm going to go ahead and give my shit to Triple H or give it to this person.
He can sell it to Triple H. Like his father sold it to him.
Look, before y'all came on, I just mentioned there's 6 of us, right? Raise your hand if you think Triple H is well deserving and he can run everything WWE. Thank you. Okay. Besides Chris, did you want to raise your hand or?
I got another question.
I was just thinking.
Okay.
But I got a question.
Hold on. Real quick. What I mentioned was, if you ask 1,000 people who should run WWE, 999 will say Triple H because there's always that one asshole. But for some reason,
hey, that's no way to talk about Russo.
For some fucking apparent reason that no one knows but Vince McMahon, he doesn't trust Triple H.
Why not?
Exactly. I don't know. He showed us what he can do in 3 fucking hours before SmackDown went live.
Yeah, and he showed 3 fucking hours by fucking his daughter.
That's the $1 billion question. And that's why he did what he did.
Hold up. Okay, I got a question though.
Go for it.
If he doesn't trust Triple H, he got to be the most senile person I've ever seen in my life.
That's why
okay. Thank you, Ziggy.
Okay, because think about it. Remember that shit show called Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Who saved SmackDown?
I just said that. Yes.
Who saved SmackDown that week? Triple H, and that was one of the
That
best.
was
SmackDown.
the moment. That
And
was the
NXT.
moment. Right. And when I said that, and I said this before y'all came on, it was a speculation that Triple H can do it until he showed us that Friday night that he can
On the fly.
150% on a fly fucking do it. Imagine giving that man a week in advance, not 3 hours, a fucking week. But Vince McMahon doesn't trust him. That's why.
But he trusts
we got
over?
a secret partnership. No, we got a secret partnership that no one knows about with Tony Khan and Vince McMahon.
Okay,
I don't think. I
Listen,
don't
all right,
think.
But
the
trying to,
reason that doesn't make
can
sense.
I say this real quick? You trying to
Yeah,
give
go ahead,
Vince?
go ahead.
You trying? Oh, I'm sorry about
No,
to
no,
say.
no,
you
go
trying-
ahead.
you
Nah, go
basically
ahead, go
saying
ahead.
That
Go ahead.
Vince is. Wait, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, you.
Yeah. You basically saying Vince is putting all his trust into somebody that's from the outside that he barely even know.
Let me ask you a question
in
before
Tony
I
Khan.
answer your question. If this is true, is it not working?
For whom?
If this is true, is it not working? Before I tell
That's a
you
ballsy
yes,
risk, though.
it is. But look
That's
what's
a
going
ballsy
on.
risk.
But it's working.
Who
But
is
it's
he? I mean,
working.
I'm like, who are you talking about? Tony Khan?
Tony Khan. Vince is I'm sorry, my man. I do not know your name underneath
That's
me with the
Stephen.
shades. Steph.
Stephen.
All right.
Stephen.
Stephen just asked me. So you're telling me Vince McMahon is trusting somebody from the outside with everything that's going on. And I asked him, is it not working though? Is AEW not successful? Is AEW not hitting on all cylinders?
Okay,
It is.
but check it out. Hold up. AEW's hitting because of two reasons, and one is not Vince. One is
I'm
Tony
not saying
Khan's.
it's because of Vince.
No, one is Tony Khan's father, who has all the money in the world,
Key number
and
one.
two, Tony Khan is an actual wrestling fan.
Key number two.
So actually three. He's actually trusting wrestlers to run the show.
That
you
is
feel
true.
what I'm saying?
I can
He's actually
argue
trusting
that. I
wrestlers.
can argue that, but
Cody,
yes.
That's why he got Cody and the Young Bucks and oh boy, what's his name?
Omega.
Kenny Omega as vice presidents. They actually running the show.
So Brian brought this up. He said, "Are you saying that this secret partnership is like Bischoff, Russo, Vince?"
That was a
WCW?
legitimate war. I don't think they were in cahoots.
Man, they wasn't in cahoots. They
I don't think they were. That was a legit war. This isn't a legit war. This is a smoke and mirror war, fellas. Come on, we all been diehard wrestling fans for years.
But why would everybody want to work with the WWE and the WWE is going to fucking shits?
Nobody wants to work for the WWE, Chris.
You know what the problem? Another problem is.
I mean, like, why even have the notion that you even working with them though?
Smoke and mirrors.
So you
Right
saying
there,
that
Dash,
the people
you
that
on.
sign with AEW and stuff, they're all being worked. We're all being worked.
Okay.
People that leave WWE,
I don't.
AEW is being worked.
Stefan, I don't know if you heard this before you came on. NXT, right? Every single time you get a person to go to NXT, they're a hit. They're huge. Why are they a hit and huge? Because they go to the main roster almost immediately. They go to the main roster and they get fucking buried. Then what's the next thing that happens?
They go
to AEW.
Matter of fact, but let me tell you why that's not going to work. Because if you follow politics a little bit, what they're trying to do nationwide is they trying to get rid of the no compete clause in business. And if they get rid of that and you start letting people go, they'll be in AEW tomorrow. They don't have to wait 90 days and all that other nonsense. So
but if
that doesn't make any sense.
But if they're in partnership, is it really going to hurt Vince?
Okay, how's the product looking now?
It doesn't matter because Vince's second product is flourishing.
What's the second
product? Y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
That's not it. No,
y'all are not listening to what I'm saying.
Listen, I can't buy that.
Because I just caught on this.
I can't buy that. You can't.
Why can't you buy that?
I'm trying to tell you. Okay, maybe if it was Tony Khan himself, I think maybe Vince is involved. But we all know that AEW is backed by his father. You know what I'm saying? So all the money in the world.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Is
Why
backed
would he
by
need Vince?
It's backed by his father, right?
Yeah.
You just said that.
Yeah.
His father is a well-known billionaire.
Yeah. So why would you need Vince?
Why would Vince not want to? Vince isn't a multi-billionaire like Tony Khan's dad is. He's a billionaire. He's not a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
That's why Vince trusts Tony Khan, because Tony Khan has his father to back him up if this shit goes south.
You got all that money.
It's a win-win for Vince, y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Vince doesn't lose. Tony will lose if this shit fails. It's not failing, but if it fails, it loses. Vince doesn't lose. He's got his father to get the assets from, y'all.
Well, I think, first of all, I think Vince is losing right now because he looked like a damn idiot.
But he's losing on the WWE side.
Okay.
He's winning secretly on the AEW side. This is all what I'm trying to say. They're in partnership. Tony and Vince are making money off of AEW, not just Tony.
So I want to say this. I want to kind of entertain the fruit.
Go ahead.
All right. So you're basically saying I'm going to kind of do a quick review. So you're saying that Vince McMahon met up with Tony Khan is like, look, Tony Khan met up with Vince is like, look, you know, they came up with this idea, right? So basically, this is where I'm trying to find out in all this grand scheme, how does Cody, Kenny, and the Bucks come into play? Do you think Tony Khan's like, all right, there go my suckers right there?
No. So when you start a promotion, so no, and that's fine. When you start a promotion, you need a few things. You need, for one, you need a brand. AEW, that's a brand. The second thing is you need money. You got money from your father. You got a little bit of money from Vince McMahon. Third thing, you need stars. Yes or no? You need household names. Tony Khan, as a businessman that he is, goes to Chris Jericho. Yo, look, I'm starting up a business, right? I'm starting up a wrestling promotion. I want to be different from everybody out there. I know you had issues in the past with a certain promotion that you were scripted. You had to do this. You had to do that. I'm not with that fuckery. You come sign with me, freedom. Do whatever you want. I'm going to give you key points. I'm going to tell you where we're at for the week. It's up to you to take the ball and score me a touchdown. He goes to Cody. He goes to Chris. He goes to Kenny. He goes to the Young Bucks. You go to Chris because he's a household name from WCW and WWE. Mainly WWE, but there are WCW diehard fans that will fucking name his accolades in WCW. You go to Cody. Why? His father was a household name, and Cody was becoming a household name. You go to Kenny. Why? Household name in New Japan. You want that New Japan style in the States. You go to the Young Bucks. Why? They're the hottest fucking tag team in the universe. You get them to jump ship, you got your fucking promotion.
But I got a question though.
Go ahead.
If that was true, right? Because we know, we all know that like Kenny Omega, Young Bucks, and Cody got on board first. We all know that.
Right.
Chris Jericho came on last. So why didn't Chris Jericho get a position in AEW if this was a plan?
That I don't know.
Because if it went the way you said, the first person I would have signed was Chris Jericho. Because if I watch New Japan and stuff like that. A lot of people don't, but everybody knows who Chris Jericho is. A lot of people know who just Chris Jericho is. That would have been the first person I signed.
Right. But that's maybe because Chris been fucked over so much, he couldn't off the bat say yes to Tony. I can promise you one thing. Chris was the first person Tony went to. And knowing Chris was hesitant at first, but then saw Cody sign, saw Kenny sign, saw the Young Bucks sign, started seeing shit in motion. Oh, this motherfucker really does have money. He really does have resources. Maybe he doesn't want all that responsibility, man.
Well, yeah, because he got the cruise, he got all Fozzy,
he's got all the cruise, he's got Fozzy, he's got money. He ain't needing for nothing.
But this is like, okay, look at the Chris Jericho situation. And he said it. He said it in his own podcast. He's been wrestling for 30 years?
Yep.
This is the biggest money he's ever made in wrestling was in AEW.
Yes.
Ever. So,
Ever.
you know what I'm saying?
So we got a question. Greg Roper, he said, I kind of get what old boy is saying. He's saying having competition is beneficial for Vince. I still disagree respectfully, but I can kind of see his point on what he's saying to a degree.
All I'm saying is we know that you can't look, man. LeBron James, one of the best players in this generation, right? Hands down. He needs competition. If there was no competition and LeBron James was number 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, I'm just saying LeBron James because everybody goes to LeBron James. This is just an example. This is just an example. I know this is just.
Ten years to go.
Just bear with it. Just bear with it. Just
I'm gonna try.
Just bear with it. Just bear with it. Right? If LeBron James was number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, where's the competition at? You strive the best when there's competition.
That's why we have these super teams, right?
Let me ask another question. Let me ask another question, wrestling wise.
Although your Bucks weren't one that they did.
Tony Khan is a very young owner of a promotion, right? If I'm not mistaken, he's probably the youngest that we've seen in a while or ever.
Hey, Google.
Probably ever.
Where do you think he's getting all of this knowledge from? He's getting this knowledge from the person who literally took down every fucking territory and took all of their top stars and brought them under his roof once upon a time.
I disagree with that. I'm sorry.
No. And again, this look again, like I mentioned, this is all speculate. There's I'm not once saying this is fact.
No. This is what I think. I think Tony Khan said that, like, Tony Khan, as a wrestling fan who happens to have access to a lot of money, he sat down with like Cody and Young Bucks and stuff. He's like, what can I do that Vince is not doing? How can I run something? That's what I think he did. I think he said WWE's doing X, Y, and Z, and it's kind of not working, but they had no competition, so they keep keeping. What can I do that they're not doing? And they sat down. It's like, all right, X, Y, and Z. Like, it's to the point now. If you even talk to Triple H and stuff like that, Triple H is open to working with like New Japan and other promotions. Vince is not trying to do that. As long as he got that old school mentality, he's going to lose. You feel what I'm saying?
He don't even like the fact that
Triple H said it best. If you don't adapt, then you won't survive.
Yeah, you cease to exist.
Yeah, because go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I don't think Vince likes the fact that Triple H is like buddy with the talent. Every time someone wins a championship in NXT, what does he do? He takes the
hugging them, taking pictures with them.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful due to the fact that Triple H and Shawn Michaels and them are the ones bringing them in and giving them hope. Like, yo, I think you're going to be a star. So when they become a champion, I'm going to hug you.
And they have that confidence.
Yeah,
but when we sit there and say smoke and mirrors and shit, I mean, it's like you're big here in NXT, but then when you go to the main roster, you get buried.
Yeah. You get that big pop the first week, and that's it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And Zig, I want to touch on something you brought up.
Go ahead, Reese.
Yeah, because you talk about like guys going up at NXT, Triple H going up to them when they become champions. It is like, hey, Vince, I already set this guy up for you. You don't need any extra work because that is what my job's supposed to be, is to get him ready when I bring him up to you. But somewhere along the line, Vince loses that in translation, and then we see what we see with the guys like Keith Lee, with Kevin Owens after a while, and like my man over here on the right said, yeah, you get that pop for that first week, but then after that, you got nothing.
Yeah, because Mr. Clark just said this. He said carrying Cross. I do not know what the fuck happened from NXT to the main roster of how he lost on the main roster, and he was just hot in NXT. Like
took away his valet and everything.
And Nappy, I know what you
I thought that was his valet at.
All you have some WWE audience that don't watch NXT. Well,
no.
Yeah,
what I was
NXT.
gonna say was what you just said. They get that first pop in a week, and then poof, that's it. Vince is sabotaging Triple H. Why?
Well,
because his second business, AEW. Please listen to what I'm saying. I know I've been drinking.
You've been drinking.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
We need to
go ahead, and then I'm gonna make it make sense. Go ahead.
I want to say this real quick. Now, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm done with it. It's not out the realm of reality that could possibly be a thing. So I'm not gonna write it off. It could happen. We done seen weird shit happen in life before. So I'm not writing it off. It's gonna be interesting though if 10, 20, 50 years down the road, all this shit is revealed and we gotta point back to old Nappy Boy there being the one calling it. Now I'm not saying that this is possibly reality, but it could happen. It could be. It could happen, It's not that far fetched, but this would have to be some deep level shit for it to happen.
So he said, "Stop digging yourself a deeper hole."
I'm about to get out of the hole. Check this out. I'm about to get out.
We need to
get out of the hole. I'm about to get out of the hole.
Nappy about to go Super Cena, y'all.
Yeah, he going Super Saiyan on this one.
Reese just said it seems like Vince is sabotaging NXT. Right? You take an NXT person that started off in NXT, or maybe he came from like an indie, ROH or somewhere, and he came into NXT. He got that pop. Boom. He's hot. He's a household name. He goes to the main roster. Boom. He's good for maybe a week and a half. Buried, done, gone. He can't grab the brass ring or whatever bullshit Vince decides to say that week. Andrade. Where is Andrade at?
AEW.
Where did he start off at?
NXT.
Aleister Black.
NXT.
Where is he at? Where did he start off at?
NXT.
All I'm saying is, for whatever fucking reason that we do not know, I would give everything and anything, thank you, to know why. Why Triple H doesn't trust, why Vince doesn't trust Triple H with the business, and why he's sabotaging Triple H.
We might know why in a week, because if you follow like Keith Lee on IG, he said he about to open his mouth.
Exactly, and once he opens his mouth, he's gonna get buried more. Then he's gonna get released, and then he's gonna show up in AEW.
So
and it's just gonna keep making my shit make more sense.
Going to sign though? They got stuff. It's gonna be a horde of talent.
He can't sign all of WWE. That's
think about it. They're about to have 2 shows. They kind of need a lot of talent right now.
Yeah. But then all you're doing is being you making AEW counterproductive. Them trying to develop the people that
new talent, exactly,
the homegrown talent. If you keep signing everybody that comes from WWE, you're going to be neglecting your homegrown talent. It's going to be hard for them to find TV time.
Well, that's
more so with the Forbidden Door too.
But I mean, like right now, their homegrown it's like where they need to be right now. I mean, it's very impressive because it's
okay, but AEW is not perfect.
No,
I never say it was.
No, I'm just saying that they need improvements. Like
example.
Their women's division needs a real improvement.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and that's why they signed another one.
Britt Baker's hurt again. I heard.
Who?
Yeah, she broke her wrist.
She broke her wrist.
And then they need to push on what's her name, Miss Cargill. I think she needs to get a major push.
I agree. I see tremendous push. I see tremendous upside. She's gonna be a force.
Yeah, stop putting on AEW Dark or something. Let us
Facts.
Where's
Yeah,
Big
where's Big
Swole?
Swole at? Exactly.
Big Swole.
Big Swole is actually at Jobber Jam or Jobber Slam.
Why is she not
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Okay,
AEW
okay.
main television?
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Because
Why is she not on the main show?
She should be.
Well, I mean, yeah, she should be, but I guess she has like other obligations outside of AEW, I guess. But
It is a possibility. We're forgetting a lot of these people are actually told you can work with other promotions. You're not locked down with
That's
us.
true too. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Just
And
be
that's
here
good.
Had a
for
contract.
Wednesday, which
Matter of
is
fact,
awesome.
like when Chris brought up that Big Swole is going to be at Jobber Slam. Shout out to Jobber Tears podcast.
Yes,
Quick
Podcast.
plug for
yes.
those guys over there. But Big Swole is going to get Tasha Steelz from Impact tonight. I think in the main event at Jobber Slam tonight. So I mean, that's
Tasha
the beautiful
Steelz.
thing with this whole professional wrestling thing nowadays. We got to admit though, we living in one of the most wonderful times. I kind of want to revert back to the the topic at hand that y'all started with the Bray Wyatt shit. I kind of want to give my opinion on that real quick.
Go
Go
ahead.
Oh yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it, brother. Go for it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna sound like Captain Obvious. They fucked up. Okay, they fucked
they
up.
did.
There's no other way to say it.
Yep.
This man has, and not only do you lose a talent that brought you compelling television and a moneymaker, you brought somebody that could have been a long-term investment.
Yes.
His mind, after his wrestling days, his mind for the business would have been a great asset going forward.
Preach.
Kind of
Preach.
You know the problem.
There's a lot with it.
You know the problem is.
tragic.
You know the problem is, and I've been on this podcast before, and I said it before. Vince McMahon don't like ideas he didn't invent. Bray Wyatt was all
That
him.
is, yeah. That's
Are you
Hey,
thinking
hey,
that's his
Bray
entire
Wyatt,
life?
That was all
all
Bray.
him. That was all
Yeah.
him. And when you talk about taking his idea to give it to Alexa Bliss, I feel bad for. First of all, I feel bad for Alexa Bliss due to the fact that she didn't ask for that. So all these clowns is bothering Alexa Bliss.
You said they're gonna-
either-
That's what
They said
I
they gonna
don't
boo her.
get, man.
Yeah.
Like
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't get why these fans have to take it upon themselves to start talking about, well, bitch, you did all of
Hey,
this.
look,
You did
hold
this.
on. Look
I'm
what they did. Look what they did to Naomi when old boy caught the DUI.
Right.
She had to delete her joint. Like it was her fault the dude got drunk. Come on, son.
Now, Ira Clark. Now, I would say this: Undertaker never passed no damn torch to Bray Wyatt.
No.
Nah.
He never did.
It was up to the Undertaker. He'll still be wrestling.
He buried.
It was up to Undertaker. He'll still be wrestling. Like over.
Yeah.
No.
Knock it over.
No.
Yeah, you know, it's the only thing though. It's like Taker did try to go to bat for Bray Wyatt because
Yes.
what
Yeah.
people may not know is that a half hour before WrestleMania started, Bray Wyatt actually hurt his ankle, like before that pre-show. So he was getting shots and stuff to cortisone or whatever it was, and then Taker actually was like, "Hey man, how do you want to go for the match?" And that's why they did that whole Rock and Ronda thing to try and buy Bray as much time. And it was like, all right, just talk to me, kid. Like, let me know what you can do. And they just literally called the match in the ring because Taker didn't do a lot of his normal stuff because he wanted to make sure Bray stayed protected. It didn't injure the ankle.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, let me ask y'all this. There's been now throughout this whole entire Bray Wyatt saga, we've seen a lot of missed opportunities. What do you think was really, really the biggest one in the situation? I'm talking about going back to when Cena should have put him over at 30. We're talking about when Goldberg should have put his ass over in Saudi Arabia. We talk. There's so many missed opportunities.
You can stop right there.
So we're
You just said it.
We're gonna do one at a time.
Okay,
We'll go around the table since we got.
Okay, which part of the table goes first?
So we'll let y'all go since
Go first. Y'all are guests, man. Y'all
y'all guess. Y'all
Okay.
go
Which
first.
part of the table?
All right. When the Fiend got squashed in Saudi Arabia by Goldberg, that was the most bitch-made shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Steve. Steven?
I got to go back to the John Cena thing. To me, that's what should have been it. That's the genesis of all this. That's what should have made him a star. Cena should have put him over. Bray would have been. We would have still been talking about this shit to this day. Bray was so fucking over down there in New Orleans. Them fans were going fucking
He
crazy.
was.
Bro, that is true.
That was a fucking
When-
happening.
Y'all,
That was
For that
when
fucking swamp, I don't get it. Like, how the
just
fuck
a
you
side
not
note,
over
just a
Right,
side
thank
note.
you, Chris. Thank you.
When that
Chris,
motherfucker came
that
up on the
went all together.
Titantron
Yes.
and said New Orleans were here,
I was there.
I was there live,
I was
and
there.
the fans were fucking popping.
Yeah, that band
That's
that,
what
that came
made
out
me.
with. Yeah.
That's what made me know my man's was winning. You couldn't tell me otherwise. I said, I bet y'all $2,000 fucking dollars my man winning tonight. It seemed to getting that fucking 3-second tan, like he likes to say. But nope.
Reese, your turn.
You know, since although my man was right about Goldberg and Saudi Arabia, I don't want to like bite off that answer. So I'm gonna go
Fight with the
Orton
Reigns.
of WrestleMania 33 because you just gave this man the WWE Championship like 2 weeks prior,
Damn.
and then you have him
I
drop
forgot
the
about that
Randy.
one.
That's a good one.
Although in
I was
fairness,
there.
though, I do gotta say that when Randy actually burnt down the Wyatt compound, that was actually like one of the better moments of that feud.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna say this past WrestleMania. I think it just
Ooh.
kicked
Randy
it all
again?
off.
Can this
I
man
think
get
it
a
just said
WrestleMania
bye.
moment? I gotta
It
agree
said-
with Chris.
I say bye. He said bye. I mean, when you gave your gimmick to another superstar, that should say right there that like nigga, you're done. You're bye.
Finish your move, everything.
Ooh,
Right.
that is true. That
That's
is
a 5-minute
true,
match.
y'all.
Right.
We don't know because except for his mental state, maybe the plan was for him to come back and kind of feud with Alexa Bliss and somewhat
I
bringing
think
in,
that's what it was.
yeah,
supposed to
and
be.
bringing in like the real Sister Abigail. We don't
Yeah.
know that, so that could be like the goal was, all right, let me hit him up right here at WrestleMania, and like I said, like certain outlets were talking about he was coming back in August. We don't know. He
Yeah.
could have
Yeah.
came in August to bring in Sister Abigail because what's old girl's name? I forgot the wrestler name that got released, and she was begging to be Sister Abigail, all on Instagram.
Oh, Chelsea
Like, yo,
Green.
yeah, Chelsea Green. It's like, yo, sign me up. I'll be
Yeah.
Sister Abigail.
I
The
heard
fact that we could list this many
Yeah.
miscarriages of justice is horrible, really. The
It
fact
is
that
Yeah.
we
horrible
list
because
this
this
many.
has been a 10-year span.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold up. Miscarriages of justice. Are we just talking about Bray Wyatt or we're talking about WWE? Because we can talk about the Hurt Locker. We can talk about all that.
How much time do we have? I mean,
Hey,
If we talking about WWE as a whole, we're gonna be here all night. But just
Yeah, you're right about that.
look, it's only been an hour, so I mean, we can make this a long. I mean, I don't know what everybody.
We gonna be here all night,
yeah,
yo.
I don't care.
Hey,
I mean,
look,
we
I'm
could-
here.
we
I
could-
got
we could,
work
like, talk-
tomorrow,
Yeah,
but
'cause
I
we
love
gonna
what we're
definitely do a
doing
part
right
two
now.
on
So
this.
But
I'm
you
here
see-
all night.
But you see what I just said. Anything that wasn't Vince McMahon's idea, he fucks it up. The Hurt Business wasn't his idea.
Go in the history books. Yep.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yep.
Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, that wasn't his idea. What he did, he fucks it up. You know what I'm saying? He fucks it up because it wasn't his idea. That's
And
why I
to add
said,
on what he
Yeah.
was saying is like if you think about it, a lot of people that's been getting released over the years or has had problems with Vince. There are people that like to have creative control. They like to have input. That's why he likes Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. Oh, this is my
He's
script
a
for
yes
the day.
man.
Okay, cool. That's why he likes Roman Reigns. Okay, this is my script
Yes
for them. I'm
man.
sorry, Nappy, but this
No.
is my script for the
Yes,
day. Okay,
man.
cool. You know, Aleister
He's a
Black,
cocksucker.
hold up.
Bray
And-
Wyatt, all these
Although
guys.
he's been
they
chilling with that
wanna-
missionary position the last couple weeks.
If you go down the history,
Yeah.
you can name all of the yes men. Kurt Angle.
Oh, shout
I'm
out to
trying-
Kurt Angle.
Oh,
45 years today.
Nice. But like That's the people, just like Ziggy said, that's the people that Vince will keep on the roster no matter what. Is everybody that walks in, hey Corbin, this is your script for the day. Oh, great, thanks, man.
Yeah.
No rebuttaling, no, can we switch this? No, I don't want to do this. I want to do this.
That's why CM Punk and him was going at it. CM Punk was like, I wouldn't say anything like this.
Thank you.
That's why Dean Ambrose got mad.
Thank you.
And when CM Punk slapped the shit out of Vince McMahon,
yo,
I'm like,
what's up, Matt?
You did it.
Yeah,
what's up, Matt?
Hey,
good, man.
Hey, I got a Stone Cold shirt on today.
Hey.
Got Raw shirt.
Everything is
evil.
evil.
Shit is trash, but okay.
Yeah.
Everything is evil.
All right, so McQuan, he asked a question. He said, "Do you think that Undertaker was a yes man?" Yes, he's not only a yes man, but he's also a Republican, so he can kiss my ass.
He was a yes man, and he was a yes man, and he was a locker room enforcer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like Mark Henry. Well, Mark Henry was a porch monkey, but whatever.
JBL's a yes man.
I'm not gonna speak on that.
He's a douche canoosh too.
Until he gets his ass whooped by somebody.
Ooh.
But I digress. You know.
Yeah.
What you got, Matt?
But I mean, like, I've been tagging you guys all day and shit, so it's like
you have. Shout out to Matt. Shout out to Matt for that.
I mean, I'm sure you guys probably see it anyway, but I like to
No, actually, sometimes I don't, and I'll get the notification. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Right.
and a lot of the time, a lot of the shit comes out when I'm at work. So sometimes I'll be on my break, like Chris does sometimes, and I'll be just scrolling, and then I see something pop up. I'm like, oh, I gotta tag these guys in it.
There you go.
I had to pull my car. I had to pull my car over this afternoon and tag Chris, and I was like, "Yo, this can't be right. This can't be right, son." It came over with Bleacher Report. I said,
"No, like, dude, what the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
no, I appreciate it. Though. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I honestly read too because they had the tweet up first. They tweeted it first, and then they took it down.
Yeah,
and I was like, why the hell would they take it down? And then they reposted it again. I'm like, what do you make up your mind? What are you doing?
Yep.
Sound like the CDC.
Yeah.
Mask or no mask.
The CDC like Future. They said mask on, fucking mask off.
I'm gonna tell you this.
That's your theme song for the year.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I gotta watch Raw Monday because Raw is live.
You got to.
I got to because I can't wait to hear all them Bray Wyatt chants for 3 hours.
Oh yeah!
Come on, son. Come on.
On top of that, they're gonna be in Chicago.
CM Punk.
AEW and Bray Wyatt chants.
Cut that out.
Daniel Bryan too.
Oh, I'm setting my DVR down.
Y'all, this is a live crowd, y'all.
Yeah.
And y'all know how Chicago is.
They just broke out today. I'm gonna tell you this. Man. I think Chicago is up there with Brooklyn, man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
Chicago.
Facts.
Chicago is one of the best fucking wrestling cities I've ever went to.
I need to do that.
I went to Brooklyn yet. But Chicago is hardcore. They love
I got Rampage tickets though. I don't know how I got it, but I pulled that shit. I got Rampage tickets, man.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
But yo, I got an over-under for everybody.
Hey, Chris, you remember I was inboxing when we were both trying to get those fucking all-out tickets, man. Me and Chris was inboxing, man. We was like, fuck, we can't shit there. I got those Rampage ones, man.
Shit, yeah.
But I think I'm gonna come down to Chicago anyway because, like, a lot of
I'm thinking about it myself,
man. Come to Chicago. And I'm only like about an hour and 20 minutes from
I
Chicago,
honestly think if people can't get into the venue, they're probably, you know how the Milwaukee Bucks had that Titantron thing outside for you guys? The guys that couldn't, they'll probably have that outside. For the
I'm honestly, Chris, that's crazy because I'm honestly thinking about going just to fucking be in the environment for that day.
The environment is
real shit.
Because you got to think about it. Fucking Chicago, the fucking
United bro.
Center. Yep. The United
it's beautiful.
Center.
Like that city is so fucking beautiful.
Down. I can't wait. But
like I said, Chicago getting spoiled,
bro.
You said what?
Yeah, they
Reese?
are.
I
They
said
getting
Chicago
spoiled.
getting spoiled this year because y'all
Fucking
think
right.
Yeah, they're getting
Rampage
spoiled, man.
and Rampage and All Out, especially in it's on Labor Day weekend. I'm like, shit,
3
Let's
days.
vacation.
go. Let's
3 days.
go.
Yo, Reese, I was determined, man. I was like, look, I couldn't get in All Out, but damn it, I'm gonna get these Rampage tickets. I gotta get a piece of this Chicago action, damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man. Look, I haven't had these words come out my mouth in a solid 5 years. Everyone should know how I feel about this man. But
You watch Raw?
my brother down there who just said he got the Rampage tickets, I'm jealous for the simple fact that there is a small factor that Phil Brooks will be coming back to wrestling.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
look. Sorry.
I gotta see it to believe it, because like I said, he done did me dirty emotionally for a very long time.
You're gonna pop when this music hits.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
You
pop.
are.
I'm not gonna pop.
Cult of
I'm
personality.
gonna
hit.
record. Look, I'm gonna record me watching Rampage the whole entire show just to prove to you and Steven I am not going to pop when CM Punk come out.
I'm not gonna
I'm
lie
not.
to you, bro. I'm
not.
gonna fucking pop. I can't help it, man.
Yeah.
When you hear that pipe
I
bomb,
think, I
right?
mean,
I'm
that's
gonna
really
go
good.
crazy. I'm gonna pop.
I was about to say, yeah, Stefan, if you didn't, then you know Chicago's favorite saying, "We want blood." Yeah. Anybody that don't pop in that damn arena, guess whose blood gonna get got?
Maybe I'm
He
not
ain't
gonna
lying-
go
he
to
ain't lying
Chicago,
about
Chris.
that.
But
Chris,
can
maybe
you-
I'm not going to Chicago, bro.
Yeah. Can you just imagine though if Punk does go and all the creative stuff he can do with no script?
Yeah. I mentioned this earlier in the week. Again, I talked to my boy Steven in Florida, but he lives in Houston every day about wrestling. Like this is our fucking thing. Definitely big shout out to Steven. And I told him, I said, bruh, I'm gonna play this little game that we're in right now and just say, can you imagine Daniel Bryan, CM Punk? That's gonna be bigger than when the Outsiders jump from WWF to WCW. It's gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah.
Then if you throw in Bray Wyatt,
the reason I say no,
in Bray Wyatt.
Okay. The reason I say no, because like I said, I'm a man of a certain age, so I know.
Yeah, no.
The reason I would say no is we're anticipating this, right?
Yep.
Back when they jumped ship, we didn't know.
Okay.
We did not know.
Exactly what I was about to say.
Fair enough.
We did not know. Like we did not
Well,
know
at least
that.
Hall, we didn't know.
Yeah, like
Fair
we did
enough.
not know until we saw Hall. We did not know until we saw Dash. So
and then
it
you
was
know
like,
what? Even when we did see them, we were like, "Yo, what the fuck is WWF people doing in WCW?"
Yeah, and we didn't know they did shit. That was the thing. Like, okay,
I'll give you that, brother. I'll give you that.
Like you talk. Okay, you talk about Chicago is popping and all that stuff. I was in Daytona because my second home is in Daytona Beach. I was in Daytona when Hogan came out and on the New World Forum. You talk about a riot,
dude.
That was a riot, son. Like real ass
throwing shit.
That was a riot, and
I
I
just
never
became
thought that
jealous
that
of another
never
man for
seen
the
that in my
first
life.
time.
That was a riot. I'm up there like,
Man.
yo, and like
I can't
in
even
case you
imagine being in that crowd when that happened.
And if you saw, like, remember you saw the dude that jumped into the ring?
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one. He was the one that got the farthest. He was the one that got the farthest. Like, because soon as they started throwing bottles, because this is the crazy joint. A lot of people don't see it. Soon as they started throwing the bottles, the Daytona Beach police started coming in into the crowd. So it was like, it was crazy, man.
Wow.
It was so crazy because I remember, I don't know if you heard, I know Chris probably heard the interview with Stevie Ray when he wasn't in the building when that happened. They kept him in the building because he wanted to leave.
Yeah, I think he had mentioned that. Yeah,
because he said he didn't know that Hogan. Yeah, like nobody knew, nobody knew. And then we saw Hogan come out. We thinking that Hogan gonna do the regular old Hogan shit. Yeah. And then Hogan did that shit, and the crowd. They didn't even erupt. They rioted.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Y'all turned Daytona Beach into the set of Sanford or something.
Bruh.
They was about to set. I really thought Caps was gonna fight in the street afterwards, man.
Bruh.
Outside, because like if you ever been to Daytona, right? The Civic Center's right there, and then you got Atlantic Avenue, and then you have the beach.
Yep.
I thought Caps was gonna fight onto the beach and then fight onto the sand. That's how mad they was. We left that place was like, yo, this is some bullshit. Like for real.
Yo, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's
dope. So you guys, right now it is 10:19. We are going to wrap it up. We're gonna have a part 2 tomorrow.
With kids probably gonna have a lot to say.
I know. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. But you guys, thank you guys so much.
Definitely.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes.
Ziggy, always a pleasure. Nappy, good meeting you finally.
Yeah.
No, so
All right.
Late shout out to Hot Rod.
Oh, go ahead, man. Oh, okay. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace.
Hey, y'all behave, y'all. Yo.
Yeah.
Big real.
All right, y'all. Okay. Yeah, that was an awesome
Told you,
show.
man. We got to do that more often. Just
that shit was fun.
That
shit was fun.
So yeah, everybody, we're gonna get on out of here. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9:00 Central, 10:00 Eastern, for our not part 2, but for episode 115, because we got some more stuff.
155. It's late. It's late for him. It's late, brother. It's late.
I said 145 or 155.
You said 115. It's okay. It's okay. That's what you got us for. Me and Ziggy. That's what we're here for. You've been under the weather. You're tired. It's all right. It's all right.
All good, bro.
155.
And I'm thinking about them pancakes.
You thinking about them pancakes?
With them Big E pancakes?
Yeah.
Them New Day pancakes? Them flapjacks? Paul Bunyan?
Oh, and yo, look. I want to let everybody know. If y'all don't know by now, which y'all should know, because we on promo number. Look, we about to be on promo number 4, y'all. The biggest feud in E-Fed history is about to transpire with the wild card
USA
and the natural.
If you say that one more time, nigga. If you say that one more time. But yes, check out WCC Brawl. So right now, me and Nappy, we are in a feud, a very personal feud.
Who gonna get the belt?
Yeah, who's gonna get the IC championship?
Who gonna get it?
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 9:00 Central, 10:00 Eastern. Until that time, I'm your host, Mr. Disrespectful. Team Bring It. Bye.
And I'm Nappy Boy.
Ziggy the Beast.
See y'all tomorrow. Night.
Let's go.